Now, in the early 80s, hip-hop was a relatively new phenomenon. But if you're a New Yorker of a certain age, you know that before you had a cable hookup, you had the box. Fast forward to now, when hip-hop is an art form and moneymaker on a global level, thanks in no small part to a Brooklynite who Melissa Rose Cooper met at the Museum of Contemporary African Diasporan Arts, or MoCADA, in Fort Greene, where a new exhibit tells the story.
It was groundbreaking in the music world, and it's celebrating its 30th anniversary here at the Museum of Contemporary African Diasporan Arts in the exhibit, The Box That Rocks.
There were no other video networks when we first started. MTV says it started in 1982, but people didn't have cable, and MTV was like a cable show. So nobody had cable. It probably existed in like maybe 10 people's houses, but nobody had cable, so nobody saw it. You know, this is before the cable explosion. So there were no other cable channels like MTV, BET, VH1, all those things that we have today. The thing about Video Music Box, it was the beginning of the music video genre.
Ralph McDaniels launched Video Music Box in 1983 as a way to educate people about what was going on in the community while providing them with entertainment at the same time.
People didn't want to necessarily listen to information, but we needed something to draw them in. At some point, we used to get at the TV station these live performances of R&B groups. And I said, look, let's take some of these groups, put them together with information, and then we'll start to get people, young people, to just be aware of what's going on in their community. What Video Music Box did was it got the culture out there. Hip hop was brand new. People wanted to know, what is this hip hop thing all about? And they got a chance to see it on Video Music Box.
The exhibit at MoCADA is on display through May 28th and showcases a mix of photos, paintings, and digital art, all inspired by the contribution of Video Music Box.
This piece is a bit of a mouthful. It's a browser-based interactive infographic created by an artist named Tahir Hempel. And what it does basically is it tracks dimensions of Champaign and hip-hop music over a 20-year period from 1980 to 2010. It's called Champaign Always Stains My Silk. The funny thing about Video Music Box is that when I started watching it as a kid, I really didn't look at it from the context of it being, something that, that marketers, whatever, want to use as a way to talk to people. I always looked at it as an opportunity to break through for being from the hood, quote unquote. So it was very exciting for me to turn on Video Music Box because there was always the possibility that I was going to see someone I knew on the show. Or if I didn't know them, I definitely was going to learn some new dance or some new, fashion cue from somebody. So that was exciting for me as well.
Video Music Box not only was a pioneer in the hip-hop world, but it also created the buzz for trends that are still popular today.
We came up with the word shout out. And we would say, you want to give a shout out to your friends. And people would, and once we did that the first time, everywhere we went, people would go like, y'all want to give a shout out. And we didn't think that it was going to catch on like that.
Growing up in East Flatbush, when I was between the ages of 6 to 15, I guess you could say, it was always a custom and a tradition to come home after school, to check out Video Music Box, to walk through Albee Square Mall, and to actually live hip hop, but then to go home and to check out Video Music Box. It was really an opportunity for us to see what the latest fashions were, the latest new words like fresh and butter.
The legacy of Video Music Box continues to live on, and the Box That Rocks hopes visitors will appreciate its contribution to hip-hop.
The Box That Rocks exhibition is really a huge honor for us to honor the legendary Ralph McDaniels and 30 years of Video Music Box. And it was just so fantastic to bring the artists together to do a tributary exhibition to hip hop and to Ralph McDaniels' participation in creating Video Music Box and creating a platform for the ushering in of the hip hop movement.
I think the most important thing, that, especially in our community, that we understand the history, where we came from, and that's what this is. It's just a celebration of the years. Nothing is really new. We've created something that was groundbreaking, and I always want to inspire people.
For Brooklyn Review, I'm Melissa Rose Cooper.
Watch this and other Brooklyn Independent Television episodes online at breakartsmedia.org/BIT.